Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We have a Monday afternoon Stampa stack in store for you. It has gotten a lot colder here. We got our first really, I guess you would say, official snowfall that has actually stuck. So it's actually a little bit chillier here. I think we got about 2 inches over the course of Saturday night into Sunday, and actually had to go out and do the first shoveling so that my mailman could get up to the front porch. So yeah, I bet Jenna got some snow too, I think. Hi Sherry Martin, I bet you got snow too, Judy. Sherry. Hi Judy Sharp. Hi Debbie Gass. There's Mary Carls. Yeah, Bert, it sure is cold outside here in Wisconsin. I definitely agree. Hi Terry Costin. Cold in Michigan too. There's Quinn from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Yay. Hi Randy. Hi Jean. Hey Angelique. And there's Pat Thomas. Pat, I think that your mail did arrive today. There were 4 pieces of mail, and I think one of them was from you. Hi Mary Ellen Ryan. So we have the translucent florals Stampa stack in store for you guys today. I'm just getting to my YouTube. We're gonna make not today 16 cards, but this is a 16 card class. We call it a Stampa stack because you're gonna end up stamping a stack of cards. Hi Donna Grushke, hi Becky Rohr, hi Sandy Wicklander. Lots of snowfall set. Yes, we got that too. Didn't even know it was snowing until looked outside. It's like, oh, it's snowing. I guess you'll have that now that we're almost into December. What are we at? The 27th today. So there are officially 4 days left into November, or in November. Oh, you had 4 inches. I wondered how much we got. It was like that much, and that is about 4 inches. I don't know. It was too much for me. Pat Thomas. I don't know if I have that November paper. Oh, Pat, was it you that messaged me? I think Pat, hi Shelby, hi Alicia Long, hi Ann Bellinger, hi Hildy, hi Pat Detlefson. Pat, I think you were the one that emailed me overnight, and I thought I replied to your email. That would be your paper pumpkin on the bottom if it was you, and I'm pretty sure it was you. You guys, I did play a lot of catch up last night. I didn't expect to sit at my computer for 6 hours, but I finally, hi Julie Bierschbeck, I sat down at 6 o'clock because I had been off of the email since Tuesday. Because we did the showcase on Tuesday, and then it was date night. And you know, on date night, I try not to do anything if I can avoid it. I don't want Tyler upset with me, right? So I try not to do, unless I sneak to the bathroom and do something, but it's not enough that I can like get signups done or do anything. So, oh, Sherry had 1.5 inches. Yeah, it was something like that. Hi, Linda Scott. Oh, Pat, it was you. Perfect. So then that one's yours. And then I don't think I have any left. So then Tuesday night was date night. And then Wednesday, it was a bookkeeping day in terms of getting ready for 2024. It was creating the class sign-up sheets, creating the little board slips that we do like this. I didn't quite get them done. Creating the 2024 schedule. I have it almost to the point where I'm getting my another copy printed today, and then I will be proofing it one more time. And I think then the 2024 schedule is ready to go. And then from there, I condense it down to like maybe, I think I've got it to the point where I'm going to do January through June, and then I probably will do a full one, and I'll print the January through June for everybody. So that's what Wednesday was primarily working on. And then Thursday was Thanksgiving. Friday was running around a little bit. I don't do Black Friday shopping, but Tyler and I, what did we need to do? Oh, we went to the bank. We had to go to the bank, and we went to Menards because we're working on a little project here for me in the Hive, a little inventory supply room. I'm putting up a countertop so that it's like not going to be a chaotic hot mess anymore. So that was, and then at 4 o'clock we had to be over at the Eagles Club for the small business showcase that I helped host. Hi, Ann Diaquisto. A busy bee is right. So 4 o'clock until like 9 was setting up for that. And then you guys, we had the showcase on Saturday. So I had about 16 of my friends and I all get together and we invite all of our friends and our family. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Patricia Settle. And like, so Pampered Chef was there. 31 was there. Tastefully Simple. Avon, Mary Kay, LaBry, Norwex, Scentsy, Color Street. And there were like some crafters. Ketones, Rachel does ketones. So we all get together, and then on top of it, I host a used stamp sale. And it was the biggest in terms of quantity of stamps and used stamping, scrapbooking stuff ever. I think that there was about 12 tables of stuff. I surely malarkey on your lunch break. And so it was good. It was the most we've ever had for a sale, but it's probably tied for the top in terms of sale. We sold about over 23. It was 2350 is what the ending number was that we had sold. And Pat Thomas, I have a paper pumpkin for you. It is yours. So I should probably move that out of the way here so that people don't know it's there. So we'll move that over here. So it is a little bit, oh, you know what? I'll take this one. This one's like a little bit squishy, damaged of a box. I'll give you mine that Kelly's going to use tonight. Perfect. I'll swap with you so that you have the better box. And hopefully it makes it to you still in good standing. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. So the sale was good. We sold a lot. But I think the biggest sale I've ever had was right around 2350, and it was at some point, it was at my house here in July this past year or the year before. So it's tied for like up there in most amount of sales, but we did good. I didn't go live like I normally do. I just was busy running around, taking care of stuff, and I just didn't have a chance to go live like I usually do. But if anybody's ever looking for anybody that sells what I just mentioned, like Norwex or 31 or Tastefully Simple, they don't mind shipping, you guys. So it was good. We do that vendor event here in Fond du Lac twice a year. The next one's set for March 23rd, which is a Saturday. And then it'll be November 30th of next year. You guys, Thanksgiving falls really late next year. I believe Thanksgiving is November 28th next year. And so our showcase is always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And so that makes it November 30th. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. So it was a busy weekend. And then I will admit, you guys, I slept until 11 o'clock yesterday. I was completely fried after all the week. But it was a good kind of sleeping in. It felt good to get rest. It was snowing anyways. There's really not much going on. And then sat down at 6 o'clock. You guys, I worked on emails until about 2 a.m. So hopefully I got back to almost everybody. There's maybe like 4 more people yet that I was like, you know what? I just got to call it. I got to go to bed. So I got to be ready for you guys for the live today. Hi, Ethel King. Yes, I'm so happy to have you be here with me live again. So Diane was over this morning already too. We've got a couple cards designed. We're working on the suite class for January, which is the Be Mine one. And I will show that to you guys because I know that you always love to see what's coming up right away. So let me drop the camera down here. So the Be Mine set looks like this. You guys know I was going to love this set. This is one of the new bundles in the Spring Mini catalog. It's kind of hard to see the punch, but it's a bee body with a heart, which is actually its wing. Its wings, and then this is the stamp set. And so this is going to be the featured suite in January. The one where if you get the bundle plus one more thing from me, you get a half a pack of paper. One of the cards is done. So we've got this little guy here for you. And it's nice because we tallied up the paper, like the bees on the paper, and one card is going to use this bee. Another card, and this one's not done because I don't have the balmy blue and white variegated ribbon, but we got it really close. This uses the bee facing the other way, and you guys are going to love it. This is a card that has a seed packet in it, and I got these to put in everybody's card. So it says Be the Change. It's a honeybee wildflower mix, and that's going to nestle right into the pocket. And then we're going to put some of that balmy blue and white variegated ribbon like through here, and then the tails go. I've already got my tape back there ready to hold it. So this doesn't even need to get glued. You're just going to have it being held together with ribbon, and that goes right on the front of the card, and it's so cute. And then the inside is going to have, we made this one into a Valentine's Day, but for those at home, you can put whatever sentiments you want on it. And then this has a bee that's from the paper, and then there'll be 2 more cards, but this is all the further we got. We were running a little bit slow. You guys, it's Monday morning, so we only got 2 done instead of 3 or 4, but we're planning to finish off the other 2 on Friday. So yay, so we got some bee cards designed. The other thing that I worked on with Kelly on Wednesday afternoon is this document. I will be sharing this. It's a little bit easier to read than my schedule. Yay. I'll be honest, you guys, when you're new with me, and you can tell me this, it won't hurt my feelings, you are probably overwhelmed, and I understand that. I have a lot that I do, and I gotta pull my chair up a little bit. Let's see if I can figure out. There it is. Oh, and then I went down. Hang on. Let's go back up. There it is. Okay. I felt like I was sitting really low. So it was kind of overwhelming when you first started with me, unless you've been with me from the beginning and it's been a gradual incline. But I have a lot of classes. I have a lot of things that I do, a lot of things that I offer. And when you're somebody starting off with me, it's confusing. I definitely understand that. And so I had the bright idea to put together a flyer that you guys will have access to on my website. It's not finalized yet. Well, actually it is. I just have to put it out there. I sent it off to the printer. I was going to look at it one more time, but it's going to be a document that is an overview of everything that I offer, and including acronyms. So when I say IPS, what is IPS? Or when I say SAS, you see me write SAS a lot, Stampa Stack. Or TCC, Technique Club Class. And when can you get the class for free, or when can you pay for it, or when can you do both? And then is it in person? Is it online? Like, what's going on here? So I put this together with Kelly on Wednesday. Super excited how pretty it came out. It's got my B frame. And so this is going to be a handy dandy little reference tool for you to help figure out, especially in the beginning. Like these are, you guys don't, I circled the only error. Yep, right there, Julie. It's right there. And Kelly's already fixed it and she's already downloaded it. And I think it's good to go. And I'm going to upload it hopefully today or tomorrow. I appreciate you looking at it for me, Julie. And I know a couple of the other gals looked at it too. But like, you guys, this is in a nutshell all the different classes that basically get kitted up that we provide kits for. So like the monthly class, I call these a series. So like my monthly class series, Let's Just Stamp is a series, Technique Club class, Sweet Bundle, Ink, Paper, Scissors. And these 5 are offered every month. And then I have quarterly order-based class, so Stampa Stacks, Game Nights, Memories and More, Bingo, Beginner's class. Now Craft Roulette is part of like games and fun, but that one doesn't have any kits. And you guys, there's even a back to this. And I've got my non-kitted classes up here, but then there's also more. So like there's like catalog launch parties, celebration, hoorah rahs. There's so much. And then I have other things that I offer, like used stamp sales, the DSP sampler, product shares, swapping. How do you want to get involved with swapping? Customer swap, radically retro, or if you're involved in my events, you could do part of it. And then up here I have a little section for the retreats that I offer throughout the year and kind of when they are, prices at a high level. And then the Be Happy Stampers has their own section with quarterly gatherings, a team party, swapping, celebration, silver to silver elite training, and my team auction. And then just like notes on the back here about how to pay or how you can pick out free classes. It's the order that the class meet in the order, the month that the order is placed, the next month, or from past class. So my address is on here, you guys. So this is like going to be a great little reference tool. You can put it in with your catalogs. You can put it in with wherever you keep track of stuff. But that is one thing that Kelly and I worked on. I was waiting for my YouTube here to pop up with me, but it's gone, not doing its thing. So we're going to refresh it one more time and see if it'll come up. But that's probably that's not it. There it is. Yay. Okay, you guys, we're back in business. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. That you can do that from right there, and then we go back to the live chat. Okay, cool beans. Now we're in business. Hi, D. Serena. Hi, Polly Libby. Okay, so you guys, hi, Debbie Gast. So yay, Debbie loves it. I love it. I love the reference. Okay, good, Judy. I'm glad. So this is going to be a handy dandy little tool. This will be good for the whole year. Like that stuff's not going to change. And then what's going to happen is I'll have a schedule, which you guys, it will include. Basically, I'm going to put January through June. I think I can fit it down to 3.5 pages. And then Gina Bulow, who does the classes on my YouTube channel, she can fit her stuff on one column, I think. And we're going to provide a 4-page back-to-back, so 2 pages document that you guys can keep handy, hopefully till June. And hopefully it won't be wrong, right? A couple people are looking at it right now to see if I have any errors, but that's how it goes, right? All right, so I do have a little thing I want to share with you. This is from Diane Runge. This is a little pen she gave me, and she has a note that says, this pen made me think of you. A 9-year-old makes these, and I like to support creativity. So Diane. I meant to thank you. Diane was with me on Saturday for the sale, and I forgot to tell her thank you for that pen. I love it. And then you guys, I have a couple little happy mails here that I think I'm going to share with you quick. Good morning, Susan Ray Hendricks. This one is from Jenny Knutson. A little Ringed with Nature, I think was the name of that set with the dies. And she sent me some money for some cards. I love how you can see here, she embossed the whole card base on the front, and then it's embossed on the front. So she did the whole card base. This is from Angelique McClendon. I love it. She put it in plastic for me too to protect it in the mail. And a little happy Thanksgiving. I thank you also, Angelique, for your friendship. I love it. Very, very pretty card. She used the All About Autumn. And I believe I can't remember. Is that Pick of the Patch or Rustic Harvest? I don't remember where the pumpkins come from. The leaves, that is the Falling Leaves embossing folder. I believe it's still in the online store. This next one is from Connie Moore, a nice Earthern Elegance or Earthern Textures card. My favorite embossing folder is the subtle embossing folder here. I'm almost want to guarantee that's what that is. A little sparkle gem, the little stylish shapes, and some gold cording on here, and a little stamp on the inside. So that is from Connie Moore. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. It seemed to go by so fast for me. This one is from Ann D'Acquisto. Ann, I think you might be watching yet. Thank you for the write. Will be a great tool to keep on track. Yes, awesome. I'm glad that you like it too, Linda. And then she said, congratulations on my Heart of Stampin' Up! Award, my sales, leadership, team building, and meeting the Disney trip. You have worked so hard and are so awesome. Can't wait for the repeat. So Anne's going to be with me in January for the Winter Creative Escape, which, by the way, I need to put out there. I am about half full. I think we're at like 45 or 50 people signed up. I think I'm putting 120 in my head. We had 120 people for the autumn one. So I will be sending an email. So if you guys don't get emails from me regularly, you might want to make sure you get signed up for emails. You go to cardsbychrisb.com and fill out the section under me. It's me in a yellow shirt. You have to just subscribe to my emails, and you'll make sure to get in on all my correspondence that I have. This one's from Jeannie Parker from Muskegon, Michigan. Oh, she's so happy to be a part of my team, and I'm a good leader. She said, truly a leader. I have learned so much from you, and you are so deserving of the good things that happen to you. Thank you for being such an awesome person. Well, Jeannie Parker, you're awesome as well. I appreciate you sending me this lovely, adorable bee card. I loved that yellow ruched ribbon from a couple years ago. It was part of like a birthday set. And then there's a little hexagon, like hive embossing folder back there, and little bees on the inside. So thank you for that card, Jeannie Parker. This one is from Miss Beverly Smith, and she sent me $6 for some shipping, so I love it. But I got a pretty card out of it, right? I love it when you guys send me. So when you send me money, if you have a card there, you send a card, and I love it that I get to see what you're making, you guys. This one's the Playing in the Rain. It's a little shaker card, and so she got the little bunny with the designer series paper, and then this was the paper that was like the gingham part of the Valentine's Day set last year. About a year, it's just probably from January of this year. And then some little raindrops embossing folders, and then a little silver twine with the cord here. And then she used a die cut on the inside here to put her words on. So yay. And then this one is from Vicky Rodriguez. She is still part of my Technique Club class, and she did 10 months in a row consecutively. So she earned herself a half off item, and she earned $75 in host rewards. And so she sent me this card with her half off money. And it's Festive and Fun, I think, might be the name of the set, with some of that little silver and white ribbon on the side. And then have Happy Christmas Wishes. And she says, thank you for taking good care of me. I try to take care of all of you guys. That is always my goal, to take good care of everybody. And this is from Miss Penny Powell in Florida. Harvest Dies, Nature's Harvest, I think might be the name of the stamp set. She had a big wedding. Her daughter got married, and she had some chickens that were killed because of the raccoons, and so she's had her hands very full. So Penny, I hope things are calming down and settling down so that they're not so crazy for you. I appreciate you sending me off this beautiful card. It looks like Blackberry Bliss, and some of this lace trim was from a little bit ago too. Some it looks like the distressed gold. It's like kind of a gold shimmer paper. That was Blackberry Beauty, kind of reminds me of the ephemera pack. So very good, you guys. That's the Happy Mail that I got, and I wanted to share with you. These are the cards we are going to be making today. Hi, Sherry Everett. Hi, Deanne Dawn. You have sunny and how many? Sunny, cold, 12 degrees in Minnesota. I was going to say, I thought you would have cold up here with me. So this is what we're going to be working on today. Now, this is a Stampa stack, and it's going to involve cutting some designer series paper. So with this class, everybody got from me a packet that looks like this, and it has enough in here to make 16 cards. You got the roll of ribbon, the iridescent white, and then you've got the little discs here, the iridescent discs. You got 20 of the Stampin' Up! White envelopes, and you got a pack of the, I think it's called Detailed Florals. Delightful floral designer series paper. And this was made as an online exclusive to tailor with the stamp set. Now, this takes me back. Hi, Deanna Stell. This takes me back to a Share, Create, Inspire class that we did back in October, where we had Susan Corsello's card, and I ended up making a card that looked just like this, and you guys liked it so much that you asked for a Stampa stack, or you asked for a class, and I made it into a Stampa stack so that you guys could also make this card with me. So I have Gail's here, and so I will be working on Gail's like I did last week with Gail's Christmas Stampa stack. I'm going to be using hers to do this class as well. And I'm going to be cutting hers just like you guys will need to cut yours. And before I do that, though, I'm going to do roll call really quick. And I think I have 7 sets of this class left. It was really hard to gauge how many, but we kitted up for 60, and Diane has 8, and I have 52 then. That would be the difference. And I look like I have 7 open spots on my list. So if you're watching this now or in a week or in 2 days, hi, Diane Bogenhagen, don't hesitate to reach out and check with me to see if I still have the Stampa stack available. Most likely I will. All right, so we have Hildy Vilches, Lisa LaFramboy, Susan Bellamy, Janice Ormiston, Sherry Everett, Judy Sharp, Connie Moore, Pat Fleming, and then Karen Woods. I was already reading Karen's name, and I saw the S on the end, and I put an S. So Pat Fleming, Karen Woods, and I'm biting a sneeze. Oh, I was going to, and then it didn't. Oh, it's there, though. Wait for it. All right. Karen Woods, Donna Grushke, Shirley Malarkey, Sandy Wicklander, Patty Wright, Mary Carls, Feline Mays, Jenna Helms, Karen Wetstein, Leslie McMinn, Angelique McClendon, Patricia Settle, Lillian Riviera Goico, Cheryl Thomas, Sandy Suetta, Gwen Goda, Becky Gandolfo, Carmen Sanders, Sue Spigner, Terry Costin, Linda Scott, Dee Serena, Latokia Trigg, Jean Jurdis, Carolyn Ketchmark, Carol Selinsky, Pat Thomas, Sandy Wake, Sarah Merchant, Polly St. Clair. Polly, this might be your first class or your second class. You might have had the Christmas one too, but this is the first time I remember calling your name out loud. Lori Kaiser, Sarah Mitchell, Diane Myers. This is Diane Myers' first class. There's Beth Meyer. So you guys, it was really like Diane Myers and then Beth Meyer. They signed up within minutes of each other. And I'm like, they're different last names, but very similar. Suzanne Neild, Nedra Dover, and Marcia Dean. Hi, Carol Alanis. Yes, Susan Ray Hendricks. You can definitely have one. I will put your name down right now. So we've got you on the list. I will be honest, Tyler started the wood-burning fireplace on Saturday night and has been dry in the house. And so it's made my nose tickly. And so I feel like I'm going to sneeze. At one moment, I will sneeze, you guys. So it's coming. I can feel it. So I'll drop the camera down so you don't have to watch me sniddle my nose. But yeah, so the wood-burning fireplace is going. He's got the entire backyard full of wood that he's been collecting and cutting down trees for people. And he started it. And he just like, you didn't drink enough water. And I'm like, I know, dear. So, but that's how that goes. So I got the tickle in the nose. So Susan Ray Hendricks, I have you on the list. And that means I think I still have about 6 people left, okay, that I could accommodate. All right, so let's take care of that. And so I'm not tickly. All right, so you guys, some people got the team pricing from me, which means, because if you're on my team, you have the option to provide your own designer paper, your own ribbon, your own embellishments, and your own envelopes. And so some of you did that option too. So there were about 5 of you on my team that did that. So you're gonna wanna make sure you have a full pack, or mostly full pack, hopefully. But what we're gonna do is open this and pull out the papers that we need. All right, let's go this way, I guess. That's what we're gonna do. All right. And we were very strategic about this class. There they are. I'm like, where did I put the cards? Okay, we were very strategic about this class. There was a sheet of paper in here that has all the flowers on it. This one right here. All right. So I was not on my A game. I was thinking about it when I was like 20 minutes ago. I'm like, oh shoot, I never prepped my flowers. Oh man, so now we're gonna have to fussy cut flowers together. But that's okay, you guys. That will buy you some time. But for this sheet right here, you see all these beautiful, gorgeous flowers. What you need to do, what's the backside? The backside's purplicious, but honestly, with this, let's make sure I got glue. Okay, glue or paper. So with this one, what we need to do with this first is we are going to cut these apart, and you guys, I'm just going haphazardly. All right, then if you look at this, this is one flower. That is a flower that gets used on this card right here. Oh, Alicia Long, you betcha. I can definitely put you down for one of these classes. Perfect. Awesome sauce. So you guys, I'll be honest, I'm not shipping much today, tomorrow, Wednesday. All right. We have one of the biggest shipping days of the year is going to be on Thursday. And so I am using all my time to dedicate to prepping for the next 3 days. We are kitting 5 classes over the next 3 days. Plus we're mailing them. We're combining in schedules. We're combining in past class stuff that's like people who have ordered past classes. Anything from last week, I don't have the energy or bandwidth to like do a single shipment here or there. So I've started laying stuff on the counter, but we have to marry everything up. Oh, Francis, yes, definitely. You can have one too. So I'm not going to, if you order anything with me today or yesterday, or if it was 3 days ago, ever since maybe Wednesday, I think I'm going to save this one off to the side because we're going to talk about that. He's okay. We're using him. I don't know if we're using that one, but you guys will have to hold tight until Thursday. We're going to get a big amount of shipping out the door. And that's great though, because you'll consolidate shipping then. You guys, this one's a good one. I'm going to talk about this. Don't throw that away. This I don't know what to do with. Some of the stuff, you guys, if you're creative and you want to make something pretty, definitely use those side pieces, but we didn't factor them in to these cards at all. But let's keep going here, because you will, if you're making all 16 cards, you are definitely going to be using this whole sheet of flowers. And so we're just haphazardly cutting these apart. This one too. There's a lot of flower action here. We're gonna go through and make sure what we have first, and then we'll go through and tell you what you don't necessarily need. But these are good flowers here. So we're gonna put one there, these 2 here. Hi, Angie Man from Idaho, or Man from Idaho. All right, so this guy will go there. And we've got a couple more over here. I'm not doing the fine tune. I'm just getting these. What we're going to do first, everybody, is get everything situated. Get all your paper cut, and then what we'll do is rock and roll through making cards. So, you did your fussy cutting the day you got you're so on top of it, Hildy. Awesome. You get an A+ for effort today. All right. You could save this and use this and have it come off the side of a card, right? So when you have a card like this, you could have it butt up to the edge like that and have it coming off the side of a card, okay? So don't hesitate to use these side pieces versus throwing them away. It is gorgeous paper. I definitely agree. All right, let's count these really quick because if you see the cards, there's 4 cards. These 2 use the purple flowers. These 2 use these. And so when you look at this, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2. Now there's over here, there are 3 more. This one is too much, is gone. So let's put him over here. But you have these 2. And I'm going to actually show you how to work with these 2 today. This one could definitely go for this guy over here. And we're just going to trim the leaf nicely. And this one could work for this one. And we're going to shape these in a way. Because you do need to use these 2 on unless you want to cut into your next sheet of paper, you could do that. It's all right to do that if you really don't want a leaf missing. You could do that. Definitely, it's doable. But you have 4 here that are perfectly fine. And then you have actually 6 that are perfectly fine. And then we'll use these 2 for today's class. And then these you need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And you do need this one with that little leaf like that, unless you cut into your other sheet of paper, which I don't want to. So I'm going to show you how to use those 2. Because sometimes you think, well, it's missing part of it. You can't use it. Nope, that's not the case. All right, so this paper is set. That's what we have for flowers. I wish I had a Vanna White right here, right now. I'd have her or him start cutting these for me. But I'll set them here so that I know I need them in a little bit. All right, now let's pull out the other papers we need. So we're making for 16 cards, though. Remember this? It's 4 of each one. So for this one, this is the pattern that gets used here. But you will actually need both sheets because of this being a fun fold. And it's not the craziest of fun folds. Alicia, I'm going to write your name down here just so I don't forget right away. So Alicia and Francis. All right, and then I still have the 4 left. So if anybody's still watching and wants, and there's still 4. All right, this is a fun fold. And it's not necessarily the craziest of fun folds. It's only fun to me because you open it up and you have the beautiful designer paper on the front and the back. All right, so you are going to need the 2 sheets for this card. So I'm going to make a pile off to the side as I pull out the paper. Now this one uses the little baby flowers, which is, I bet it's right there. Okay, this guy. And with this one, it is 4, you'll get this. You only need 1 sheet is what I'm trying to say. 1 sheet's enough for this card to make 4. This one is, all right, it's got the peacock on this side. So we actually used this DSP is the little strip on the side here. And then it's the other little flower paper. So it is, I'm guessing this one right here. That's for this card. And then we have 1 card left, and it's definitely not the greenies here. We flip it over, and we get the pool party. Deanne, Dawn, awesome. I will make sure to add you as well, and that is fabulous. So I have you on the list as well. So anybody that's getting this class from me, before sending me money, let's look to see what you have coming for anything in December, because we can definitely do a bunch of consolidating, right? So I got you on the list. We'll figure it out. Now, this one's probably the easiest one, actually, unless you don't like 1/16 of an inch. But you have a choice. With this one, we chose to do the 1/16 of an inch because we like the matting with the 1/16. But I will give you guys options. If you want it like how I have it, it's 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. Now, if you don't like the 16th, just go up or down, meaning do 5 by 3 3/4 or do 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Your call, whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to do, because I also used a little bit of this blue paper, it's on the inside here, and this is 4 inches wide. So just to get my 4-inch wide section, I'm actually going to cut this at 4 inches, and it's going to make extra cuts for me, but I'll explain why in a moment. If I cut this at 4 inches, and then I'm going to cut one more at 4 inches, right, like this. This is extra. Oop, I didn't cut all the way through, hang on. This is extra, so I'm just going to set this off to the side. The reason I cut it at 4 is because I want my little 1/2 inch strip to be 4 inches. If I would have cut it at my 3 3/16, my little strip on the inside wouldn't go all the way to the end, and I wanted it to go all the way to the end. And this is about 3/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this at 5 1/16 because that's the height I need, and 5 1/16. And that leaves me this. This is what I'm looking for to go on the bottom. Now, some people don't like to always put a strip of paper at the bottom. You could have also had one along the side. If you don't care about having this strip of paper on the bottom, you didn't have to cut it the way I'm cutting it, because now I do have to go back and flip it back this way and get my 3 3/16. And now I've got that little scribbly thing, whatever, doesn't matter, don't need it. Make something pretty with it or throw it away, whatever you want. But now I've got this to be the mat size that I need, which is 3 3/16 by 5 1/16. And now you can see that the shading changes. It went light down at the bottom, and that's a little darker. That's okay. And we're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to do 5 1/16 here, just to keep it similar, and then 5 1/16 here. We're going to save that, and then we're going to flip this and do 3 3/16 and 3 3/16. All right, so now we have our mats done for the top of the card, but we still have this if you choose to want to do this for the inside. The width at 4 inches is accurate, but this is about, what's almost 2 inches. It's not quite 2 inches, which is a little bit too much. I feel like I want it to be 3/4 of an inch. So I will cut it at 3/4 of an inch and 3/4. If you want to cut it in half and not have anything wasted, that would work too. But I like that thickness on the bottom. So those are my 2 strips for 2 of the cards. And then I'm going to do 3/4 and then 3/4, like this. Okay. So all of this stuff, you guys, your call what you want to do with it. I don't know, it's too little. So we've just now cut what we need for designer paper for this card, and you have to pull in 4 flowers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But I said I was going to use make one of these work. I think I'm going to use this one for it. Okay, so these can stay with this card, right? We will merge them into this card kit here in a second, like the packet. So don't worry about that. All right, let's do this one next. All right, this one should be relatively easy as well. This is 5 1/4 high for both DSPs. This is 1 inch wide, and this is 2 3/4 wide. You guys, and there was a PDF tutorial. I sent it out to everybody on Saturday morning at 7:15 before I left to go to the Small Business Showcase. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. Now, if you wanted, you could cut the whole line down, but I don't know if I want to cut all of that out. So I think I'm going to go find where the 4 inch mark is and cut down 4 inches. And then what I'm going to do, flip it this way and cut. I'm just wedging out so that now I can still use the paper this way, or I could use the paper this way. So I'm just wedging out this chunk. So this was 4 inches wide, but we only need 1 inch sections. So our height was right at 5 1/4, but now there's 1. Here's 2. Tigger buddy, you stole my chair. I was sitting over by my computer over there, and he just, as soon as I left, he went and sat down there. So there's our 4. So these little 4 inch strips are what goes on the side here. So there's 4. Now we just have to cut the other piece, which is this, and there is a direction to this. I would definitely think that this is the up and down. And what I'm gonna do is flip it this way. I'm gonna cut it at 5 1/4, like this. So this is extra. Set that off to the side, and now we need 2 3/4. So I know that 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 is 5 1/2. So I went to 5 1/2, and then I'm gonna bring it back down to 2 3/4. So there's 2 of them. It's less picking up and putting down. This is extra. We can slide this over then. 2 3/4, 2 3/4. All of these are 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that's now what goes on this card with the purple flowers. So let's grab 4 purple flowers. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Let's use this guy. Okay, so that one's set, ready to go. Let's set that there. Okay, so let's look at the next one. And the next one is easy as well, I think. And I think there's also a pattern to this. I feel like it goes this way, or if you put it this way, I feel like the flowers are going sideways. So on this one, it's 4 inches wide, but it's only 3 3/4 tall. So 4 inches wide. So I'm going to do here at 4 inches. I'm going to cut a column off. Okay, so 4 inches and by 3 3/4. So flip it this way, and we're going to do 3 3/4, 3 3/4. And I like to keep the factory edge if possible, so it seems like it's always the smoothest. So I flipped it around so I had that. And then we need one more though. I'm going to do the same thing with the whole wedging out so I don't cut the whole strip off. So I'm going to go to 4 inches, and I'm going to find about where 3 3/4 is on my cutter here and go up. And then I'm going to flip it and go to 3 3/4 here. And I know it's hard to see this, but I got it right here. Is at 3 3/4. I'm gonna pick that up. And see now that just, it kept it so I have a section here and I have a section here versus cutting it all the way across. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 4 flowers. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use that one. And that goes with this card. Okay, then we have this one. Now, this one's special. Okay, so we need to cut the length, and I don't have the card in here for some reason. Oh, it's right here actually. I'm like, where did my card go? So it's actually 9 inches long, or like wide, and it's 5 1/8 tall. So let's find which way. The flowers go like this to me, and I want to cut it at 9 first. So what we're going to be doing, in case you're wondering, we're cutting it at 9 inches long, and we're going to be scoring it at 3 7/8 and 7 3/4, and then this is all one piece, and then it folds back like that. And so 9 inches is the magic number, and because this has a magical arm that comes out, we're going to put this like that, and we're going to find 9 inches here, and we'll cut it at 9, like that. And there it is. Okay, then we cut it at 5 1/8. Well, you know what? I got to get rid of this arm, so let's cut this other one at 9. Like this. All right, these are extra. You can do something, you save this for your envelope flap if you want. There's 2 pieces here. The flowers aren't quite going the right way, but if you use this side, they would be perfectly fine for the envelope. Those pieces are good to use inside of your card and make it look like you meant to cut it off. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, so let's flip this back. And now we need, so here's the thing. You could cut your 5 1/8 and then cut your 5 1/8 and then score and score. Or you can save a small step. I know that 5 1/8 and 5 1/8 is how much? 10 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is cut this at 10 1/4, because what I wanna do is save this and not put any scores on this, okay? Right, so what I'm gonna do now is score these at the same time and then cut it at 5 1/8, but I'm prepping it yet. So this one here too, I know I need 5 1/8 and I need 5 1/8, so I'm gonna cut off a portion. I'm gonna go to 10 1/4 right here, okay? This might be confusing, but watch me through and then you'll understand why I'm doing it this way. I cut that off because now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab my scoreboard out. And that is down here. Wait, it's not down here. Oh, where's my scoreboard? Way over here. Hang on, one moment. Okay. So, get the scoreboard out. I like using the scoreboard better than the trimmer for scoring. We said that this needs to get scored at 3 7/8 and 7 3/4. So, this is one and this is another. But because I left them whole, I can do 3 7/8 like that and 7 3/4. So I'm cutting one piece of paper, I'm scoring one piece of paper and then I'm gonna cut it in half. Otherwise you'd be picking up 4 pieces of paper. 7 3/4, I did that wrong. 3 7/8 and 7 3/4. Now, but did you see what I just did? I made a mistake. I scored it at 3 3/4. What you can do is you flip your paper, and this is an honest mistake. I do this often enough. You flip it over and there's 2 humps next to each other. The hump that was at 3 3/4 is wrong. I'm going to put my stylus right over the top of it and I'm gonna lightly press down and push it back down. And then I also take and I go like this. I'm in essence erasing the incorrect score line, so that no one will ever know. Okay. You could also, I'm showing you how to fix mistakes here now. So you could also take your bone folder and go like this, and that helps to push it down. Okay, so that really did work. Now I'm going to just make sure I have 3 7/8, and it was 7 3/4. Okay, that's how you fix an inaccurate score line. You erase it. All right, now let's go back. And the number was 5 1/8. Or take a leaf from the others and put a glue dot under. Yes, yes, good idea. 5 1/8. Now this, see, I was only like, if I would have cut them all, then I would have been scoring 4 pieces. I guess I like to score less pieces. So here's 5 1/8. All right. That's what we've got for designer series paper. All right. I know, right, Debbie? It's fun to make mistakes and then fix them, right? Okay, then this one has 4 flowers, and I'm going to use these 4. So then this goes with this card. All right, so we have all of the designer series paper cut that we need for all 16 cards. What I'm going to do with you guys today is I'm going to make 4 cards, one of each one. Debbie, I knew what you were saying, that you love it when I show how to fix making mistakes. So it's nice to make mistakes so I can show you guys how to fix it. And there are no mistakes in stamping. There's happy accidents, right? That's what we say. So I have all the DSP in this pile. And you guys, when you pull this out, I highly encourage you not to pull it out like this. Pull it out, keep it horizontal. All right? So this one with the circles here, that was actually the last card that we looked at here. So this card right here with the circles, we're going to, I think what I'm going to do, because I know this is Gail's, I'm only going to make one of hers. I'm going to pull out my one circle here that I need. I'm going to pull out my flower, and I'm going to pull out my DSP. Okay, I'm going to pull out one of these peacock mats, one of the white mats, and then this one has a mat that is just a quarter sheet. And then what we can do is pick this stuff back up and put this so it's ready for Gail. So again, if you guys are only making one of each, you could, but we're just putting everything back together now. So there's that one. And we'll make this one momentarily. This one is for this card. So we're gonna grab out a berry and a white, one flower. We'll set these back here. We need a white inside and a white mat and one DSP here. So that's what we're using for this card. So we'll set that here. We'll put these here. So every time there's a base, that's where I know how to pick it up. And I just started the wrong pile, you guys. Hang on. This goes here, and this goes here. We're back to square one here, back to business. All right, this one. For this one, we need one of the little guys. It's a deckled rectangle. This is already embossed for you with painted textures. It mats onto a berry burst. And then you're gonna need the pool party, a flower, an inside, and then this goes onto, so there's a circle out of here. We cut the circle from the other card out of this mat, because this goes here. And then you need a white inside and a berry base. This is what we need for putting this card together. So we'll set that there and move this over here. And let's give this to Gail so she has this ready to go. Okay. Then this one, you'll need to grab this. This is your white inside and a base. Now, I have a disclaimer for you guys. We had a die cutting error, but it's okay. I'm gonna grab that one flower, that DSP, and this DSP. When we designed the card, we designed it and intended for it to be two of the same die. And when the die cutting got done, it ended up being the white was smaller. And when we had 240 of these and we caught it as we were kidding, they were already actually laid out. I'm like, they're the wrong size. We hemmed and hawed, and we decided to go with the 240 that were already cut after we tested stamping the sentiment, and it fit in here fine. And it'll look slightly different, but it will still look nice. So we're gonna make the card with the smaller die so you guys can see that. I think in the video, the picture is gonna show this because that was what was photographed. And I think I mentioned in there that the photograph is different, but we'll get through it and we'll see what it looks like. So then this is what's left after pulling out one of everything. This is what Gail will still need to work on for her cards. And I'll tell you, it is a trick to do this one-handed, but I think I got it. So this will be for Gail then to finish putting together with her other stuff. And what we're gonna work on now as a group is putting one of each of the cards together. Hi, Jeannie Parker. So we're gonna make one of each of the cards as a group. And we'll start with this one so we can talk about this. So you're gonna need the iridescent ribbon. This stuff is so easy to push it down and then pull that plastic off. It comes off very easy. And so you'll need that. And the stamp set looks like this. And if you caught what's going on, you really don't need to have the stamp set. This stamp set was actually brought out sometime in the June time period. It was one of the pre-orders for their online creativity now that they did. None of the stamps are really used for from a focal standpoint on these cards unless you want to put on the inside. We used the designer series paper for our focal pieces on the outside. We did use a lot of the sentiments though. So this is wishing you all the happiness in the world. and we did happy birthday. Oh, I just realized we did cut a little blue strip for the inside, or a peacock strip for the inside. So we might do that yet. But this is a little book card. Okay, you guys know we love our book cards. I don't know, we can't not make a book card every month. Seems like once a month we're making a book card. The dies just, what did you say? Recut the right size. I have the dies and just recut the right size. Oh, well that works too, Judy Sharp. That is a good point. If you got this class from me and you want the white to be the same size, this is the Nested Essential dies. And it would be, I think, the second smallest one. And what we did is you would just cut your berry burst in half and split it. And that's how we got the look. And for anybody that doesn't have these dies, I'm going to show you, it looks just as nice having it right in here. All right, so what we can do is get glue happy with these two pieces first. And I'm going to go grab, I thought we were done cutting, but we're not. I'm going to go grab the turquoise or peacock designer series paper for our inside. So this little guy goes right here, and then this one goes here. And for the ribbon, you're going to want to cut about 6 inches off the bat here for that one, and then about that much, 4 to 5 inches on this other one. And I would definitely grab tear and tape. So you guys, anybody that's working on the paper pumpkin for November, Kelly will be doing the paper pumpkin class tonight at 6 p.m. Central. So you can stay tuned for her. You guys got double classes today. You get me now, and then you get Kelly at 6. All right. And then what I'm going to do is from the front here, I'm going to hold that ribbon so I can center it exactly where I want it. And flip my tails and let the tails catch the tear and tape like this. All right, and then put a little bit more on the top, and then you can pick those off, and then use a little bit of liquid glue here. That's the inside binding part, and that just flips down. I am going to call out, you guys. Janice had asked me or sent me a couple messages last week about my PDF tutorial versus my video tutorial. You guys, they don't match, and I don't intend for them to match the order. When I write the PDF tutorial, I kind of visualize like how to put the card together. But when I sit here in front of you and I put a card together, I just do whatever I want. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to glue, or oh, I'm in the mood to stamp, or oh, I want to do this. And there is no right or wrong way to necessarily put a card together as long as you're happy with how it turns out at the end, okay? So especially for those that are new to me or not certain about how that all works, the tutorial is not school. This is not school, you guys. There's not like you have to do it this way every time or you're going to fail. Nope, it doesn't work that way here. So this is not school. You're not graded. As long as you're only graded on your happiness, and as long as you're happy, you pass, okay, with what you're making. So if you're getting a card kit from me and you're putting it together and you're trying to watch the video tutorial and it says to glue this paper first, but in the paper it says to glue something else first, it doesn't matter. They're meant to complement each other, but not one be right and the other one be wrong, and that they need to match exactly. So I gotta call Janice and tell her I appreciate her reaching out to me and letting me know that they're out of order, but yeah. So I'm not necessarily going to go update the PDF tutorial to match what I do in a video, because I'll be quite honest with you, when I'm done and do a 2-hour class with you guys, I can't remember some things that I did. And you'd think, well, she remembers everything. I don't really remember everything all the time. I do write down a lot of things. And so you guys, I'm just fussy cutting my flower out here. And I'll be honest, there's a die that goes with this, but I don't think they match. None of these dies match these cutouts here. So, but yeah, my videos are meant to help show you, for those that especially like to see how to do things, and for those that don't have the technology or are able to watch the videos and just want to flip through the print, like then at least you have that. So here, you see how it's kind of like flat there yet? What I'm going to do is round this a little bit more and bring this swooping in like that. And it might not have any white there, but it still looks like a solid leaf to me. So that's how I did that one. All right, I'm gonna wait to do this ribbon on here until I'm done. Got my flower cut out, but oh, there's more ribbon. Wait, there's more. If you see here on this card, there is a loop, a tail, and a tail. So we are going to prep some tear and tape off on the side here for that process. This is going up the side here and down this side, and then there's one around here. We're gonna fit some more here. And take off your tear and tape. I think we're gonna get one more waiting in the wings over here, so that we've got one ready, and I think maybe one more just in case. All right, so now we need the ribbon. You can leave it attached to the roll if you want. What I did is I made a loop. So I caught my tear and tape on the back here, catch the tear and tape. You're gonna make a loop and another loop. Bring that slightly off track, kind of like that. Wait. Yeah, that's right. It looked like it was wrong. Hang on. Now I got little tails going everywhere. So we're going to do here and then bring this back, make a tail. So at this point, we can cut it, or if you have a way in the back here to get this to go position just right, I think I'm gonna cut it. Put that tear and tape down to help hold this. And I am gonna pick it off. So all we did here was make two loops, right? 2 scoops of Raisin Bran, 2 scoops, 2 loops, and then this is going to come down. I didn't leave it attached because I wanted it to be angled a certain way, and it wasn't quite going how I wanted it. So we're gonna grab this, and I'll cut this off, and now put another piece of tear and tape. You guys, you're gonna be using the tear and tape today, I will tell you. That's how it's gonna be today. So we got that one, and then this one needs to come out like this, right? And then what you can do is put another piece of tape right over the top of that. And I'm gonna wait to cut my ends until I have it on the card. But I've got that pretty much prepped and ready to go. If you want a little more, you could have a little more. And we might, when we put the label down, we might see how that looks. Excuse me. So we're gonna do happy birthday and wishing you the best. So those stamps are in, they're stamped in peacock. And what I might recommend doing is practicing. Practice on the back. So let's see here. I'd like to make sure the words are lined at the top and lined with that. So this is the back. I'm just gonna practice on the back. Practice on the back. Okay, that's good. So now I'm gonna do the real thing on the front. Put it near the middle. Okay, and then the one thing, there's a little 1/2 inch strip in there. So we're gonna make sure to take that into account when we stamp our happy birthday. If you go to stamp, because I wanna go grab it. We're gonna cut it here in a second. But instead of centering it, let's just make sure that's straight, good. Instead of centering it, I'm gonna go to the left just a hair, because that little strip is gonna get glued there. So that's it. But you guys that are doing all 4 of yours at once, you might consider doing all your stamping right away. So here is this little piece right here. Let's grab our trimmers out. And if they're 1/2 inch strips, I'm just going to cut a little 2 inch section. Let's see how I want to do this, because we're gonna go 5 1/4 is right about there. And it's about a 2 inch section, so I'm gonna just go like that. And we're gonna go down here and cut out 2 inches. So I still leave this perfectly intact for Gail. And now I can cut my 1/2 inch right there. I went with a 1/2 inch just because it's a smaller inside. There's another 1/2 inch. And one more 1/2 inch. I like that. All right. So now I think we might be done. I will have to watch the replay. All right. Get the house in order for after Thanksgiving. Definitely get that done. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to glue this and this. This little guy goes there. Perfect. All right, I like to make sure it's flush on those two sides. Anything that hangs over, don't worry, just be happy. Snip it off. And then this one can go right in the middle here. Just like that. Perfect. See, it's still gonna look okay. And then this can get glued on the inside. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, now let's look at this. This little guy's gonna go here, and that flower's gonna go right like that. And I was just looking, my ribbon goes over a little bit further on that side. So if you wanted to add another ribbon down here, you could, but I feel like 2 is good. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. But I am gonna pop this up with some dimensionals. Like that. All right, so I'm gonna put it up to the top, just a little bit more than it is to the bottom, like that. And then the flower, okay, I'm gonna put a dimensional, I think right down there, because that's the part that overhangs. The leaf over here also overhangs, but on the bottom, right here, I think, where the label is, I'm just gonna put a little bit of liquid glue there, and I'll catch that. And then this will go like that. Grab that ribbon scissors, and now that this is on the card, now I know exactly how I wanna cut this. And I think I'm gonna make these look like that instead. And I'm gonna make it a little shorter, so you see the DSP come through. Okay, where on this one, I cut the angles the same way. This one felt good to do it like that, they meet like that in the peak. And then you have this ribbon left now. Now that I have this on, I can kind of see where I want my knot to go. And so this one, you're just gonna put it underneath. And it's very important that you pull this correctly, like pull it where you want it to go. So as I'm tightening this, I want like my tails to go like this, I think. So we're gonna go like that. And then now that it's knotted, if you still want to move it, you might have the ability to kind of like wiggle it down like that, so that it's not so close to the top. And then trim that end, and then you can trim that end. So the iridescent ribbon was amazing with this set, coupled with these iridescent adhesive bath discs. So in here, there's like a blue one, a red, like a poppy red, this berry one, a cotton candy pink, and then there's one more that is green, I think. Yes, like a greenish color. And the green even matches because there's green in this set. So these discs were like the perfect accent for these cards. So I am gonna let Gail have all the fun and put her own embellishments on her card, and then she can make more. But I've got like a berry one, added a blue one, and then there's a cotton candy one. You could even add 2 more if you wanted. It's really up to you how many embellishments you want to put on. But there's the first card. Not so crazy. And like, look at the difference. Really, they're fine. It's, you know, and you could put 2 little discs right there, and that will fill in that little white space, and put 1 over there, maybe 2 over there. But with the label, like you guys will get this one in your kit. This is what you have, and this is what the picture is going to show if you're looking at the tutorial. This is the video tutorial card, and then this is the picture card for the paper one. Okay, so there's number 1. And I don't know what card number that is in the tutorial either, you guys. Be honest. I don't know what, I just number them. I put them in order. Whatever makes sense. All right, this one. This one. This card is so pretty too. They're all so pretty. All right. You're going to have to fussy cut your flower as well. Now this one we had a little bit of finagling up there and a little over on the side here. But we're going to set it up that you won't really notice that. And so what we're going to do here on this leaf, I'm going to round it up and curve it. And then we'll keep coming back around and we'll see how else we need to. It's just making sure that you don't have like that straight edge showing so much. So it's all about how you leave the white space and how you curve around it. If you leave a straight edge, it's going to be obvious that it's the edge of the paper, but if you don't leave a straight edge, it will be look like it's intentional that you cut it that way. All right. So if I had a little X-Acto knife, it would be super cool to cut right in there too, but I'm not going to go through that work right now to get that little flower part cut out. These are really fun flowers. And when you use the DSP to this, you know, in this way, you could get by with not getting the stamp set and just use whatever other sentiments you guys have. All right, so we're going to cut out this flower, and you do need a little bit of white ink for this card if you want it and have it. The embossed peacock mat here is embossed with painted texture, and what we did is we put a little pop of white on it by using a little dauber and spreading some ink on it. So almost done, and then we're going to come back to this leaf here and see if there's anything we need to do with that. So I think what I might do, because this is missing over here, I think I'm going to leave that one, and what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to round this up like that. Okay, I think that will be okay. All right, so then grab your goods here. You have your berry. Your original card has the larger dies. Yeah, did I say it backwards? Sorry, this is the PDF. This was the PDF. And the video was this one. So, yeah, so I think you guys were watching. Like, in your kits, you guys have the small one. And on the tutorial PDF, you guys, this is what's showing. I was honestly not going to go back and retake a picture. And you guys, we're moving forward. We're not taking a picture, and I'm not going to have Kelly watermark it, and I'm not going to redo it. So those, I think I've called it out a lot that there's a difference. There definitely is a difference. For this one, you guys, we did cut the circle out of here, so you're going to have to be careful. There's no ribbon that goes behind either one of these mats, so there's no reason why you couldn't just glue it down. But because you are cutting your own designer series paper, you might just do a little checky check here just to make sure that you have the border that you want. If you cut yours bigger or smaller, you might need to adapt and cut either this bigger or smaller. But mine looked like they fit okay. So what I'm going to do is put the glue here and glue there. And then this one can get glued on here. And then this one can get glued here. Like that. All right. And then this is going to be Happy Birthday. And it's the same stamps as the last card that we did. So they're already inked up and ready to go. So we're going to do the opposite though. We're going to put wishing you all the happiness in the world here. Oh, good. And then happy birthday is this little baby deckled rectangle, a deckled circle. I've been corrected many a time. I'm so used to saying a deckled rectangle. There's the happy birthday. And that's it for ink. For that, for stamping, what we can do is glue this onto this piece right here, like that. And flip that over and trim off the extra if there is any. And then all right. Now I should go back because I kind of was trying to tell Judy Sharp. If Judy went and said that she die cut herself the larger white, if you do that, I don't know if I really called it out well. If you do that, to make this happen, you need to take your berry burst one and cut it right down the middle, and then you spread them apart so that you can see a little bit of berry burst on each side of the white label. That's how you do that. Okay, then what we're gonna do is put some dimensionals on the flower here. I go just to the outside, and we're gonna get the white ink, and I didn't grab that, so let's grab the white ink. White ink is, oh, look at that, it's right here. So I'm just gonna grab a block. Instead of dipping my dirty sponge dauber, it might not be dirty, but if it's dirty, you don't wanna get that in your white ink pad. Just gonna need a little bit of ink. And I've got a little dauber here. And what we're gonna do is illumines the lines here. So right now, that's what it looks like embossed. And we're just gonna lightly hover over the top around the edges. It's really fun to do this on darker colors with the white ink, because it just makes it look highlighted. As you can see, it added just a little bit more accent to the raised images. Okay, don't need a lot, just a wee little bit. Then this can get glued down. And we're gonna grab our tear and tape. So now back to our ribbon. The ribbon cuts like that, and then we need about that much more to tie a little knot. I don't wrap things around and do that. I'm not good at that, you guys. So if you see me do things like this, it's because I think that my results are usually generally more successful. And what I'm gonna do is prep this back here, and I think I'm gonna get my flower on here. Flower. I'm gonna put this guy right back on here. And then I like to do these kind of flowers. I put a little bit of liquid glue in the middle to put it so the middle's flat and then the outside pops up. And so this is going to nestle right in here like this. And then our circle is gonna fit right about, let's make a ping pong here, like that. Okay, now we know where the flower is. Then we can determine where the ribbon goes. So we're gonna grab this one. I'm gonna set that just about here. I'm gonna flip my tails over. And then now I know where this is, I can take that last one off. Okay, and let's make sure that we make our tear and tape sandwich back here. I'm not gonna pick them off though, because I wanna pop up this whole layer. And if I pick them off, then I have my dimensionals kind of competing with the tear and tape. Okay, so we're gonna pick these all off. And then this will go onto here. About like that. All right, and then this little guy, what we're gonna do is put a dimensional there and here. I'm gonna make sure that I hit the ribbon and the peacock paper. And then this little circle. Okay, this ribbon, I meant to do this before, but all you have to do is bring this in here. like that, okay? It's okay. And then little circle here. And then this little knot gets kind of squished right in the middle here. Goes over the leaf like that. Okay. So it makes it look like it was wrapped around and connected, but I don't want to have to guess where that connection is. And by just adhering it underneath, you know, like looping it underneath and then drawing it down, it's like that. That's what works easiest for me. And then I can cut this one and this one. All right, so far so good. If you wanted to, some people might want to sponge the edging of this little circle so it kind of is softer. You could use a little peacock ink to do that, no problem. On this one, I put a little berry burst one up there, and then a pink one and like a greenier blue one down here would be fine. And then we have our inside. Okay? Good? Like, that's not too crazy. You guys are gonna like fly through this Stampa stack of cards, I think. Okay, let's grab the next one. We're gonna save, yeah, we'll do it next. I gotta go get a blending brush. I just realized that this uses a blending brush. Okay, hopefully you guys are good with that. Let's set that on Gail's pile over here. All right, let's look at this one. Now, you guys might have seen this one. If you watched the Share, Create, Inspire card class, you'll have seen this one before. Ooh, we used a little flower in there. Okay, so we're gonna need to grab a chamois because we need to clean off the sentiment. And we might as well clean off the happy birthday. Okay. So another fussy cut flower. We'll do that in a second here. And this, we need to stamp the congratulations, and then we'll do the blending brush action. So I think we'll do that. Let's get our stamping done right away. And the congratulations, I wonder if that's in here. There it is. And we need this. That guy right there. Okay. So congratulations can go on here. Oh, that says you're the best. Ha ha ha. Hang on to your britches here. One moment, please. That's not the right one. So I'm going to go get a blending brush. And the congratulations is sitting over here somewhere. I know it is. Okay. And we got a brand new blending brush. Look at that. Hot diggity dog. Okay. So we want to make sure, it's my trick, the eyeball, congratulations, this line with the actual congratulations. You do get 2 shots at this. So if you don't like the way you stamp it, you can flip it over. Okay. I'm doing that first, so I know where the stamping is going to go. Ooh, that's crooked. Okay. We can try again. The S has to go down on the bottom here, just a hair. I can work with that. Okay, so there's that. And then the inside here has wishing you all the happiness in the world. It can be congratulations for anything. New job, new house, new man, new woman, new kid, new baby, new life, whatever. But we're going to put that right here. And it's a congratulations, a happy retirement, okay? Whatever you want. So let's grab a little scrap though here, because on the inside, I took this flower, because I didn't want to put any down here, any stamping. So I'm going to stamp off, and then I think I'm going to go at third strength, and I put the flower over the top of the sentiment like that. So it ties in the flowers. All right. Very good, very good. Then the masking. There was a mask that I had. And think about where it went. It wasn't here. All right. It's probably right in front of me. I have it in a little container. Not a container, but the packaging it came in. The masks for doing this. They are, I picked them up about, an hour and a half ago before we started class. And set them, they will appear. So until they appear, we'll come back to them. They're on a pile. What we can do for now is work on assembly. So if there's a score line there for everybody, so just fold it on the score line, burnish it, and then what you can do is that piece should get glued there, and the white gets glued on the inside. Okay, so let's do those two things. All right. Definitely did not pull that coral in for a lot of things. Got covered up actually. And then that will go here. And then this one can go on the inside. Now if you don't have these, they're called 4 square masks. If you don't have them, you could definitely do anything else for decoration on the back side of the white paper. Now this is another one where I used the edge piece here. You know, it was the edge of the designer paper, and so it's a straight line right now. But we will definitely fix that momentarily. We're going to just work our way around the edge here. So you can kind of see I'm just holding my scissors pretty straight in front of me, and I'm moving the paper as I go. Very rarely am I moving the scissors. All right, and I'm definitely gonna go and weave down in here and try to get that white spot gone. It's kind of hard to see though with that flower right there, so you kind of are guessing when you come back out of there. And it's okay if you get a little closer further away. Some people like to cut all the white edge off, so it's really your call. I always tell people to do whatever you want. It's your card. Make it pretty in your own eyes. Okay, so then this is going to flip back here. Now this is where if I had the X-Acto knife, I'd love to get in there. And I do have an X-Acto knife, I just don't want to do it. Right? Is that called pushing the easy button? Okay, so then this comes back around, and we'll get to this last little part here with this leaf. And see how we want this to get. So right now that's flat, and it doesn't look so great. So what we're going to do is we're going to round this like that. That, okay, and then I just rounded it, so it made it look like because it ended there. You do have from over here, and I think Ian was talking about that, you do have some edges over here. If you wanted to, and you were so inclined, you could take this. You know what? I'm going to go like this. We're going to cut it off like that. And what you could do is cut these leaf parts so they're exactly how you want them. And then cut that straight up. You could attach, I was going to have it come out from underneath. We're going for it, guys. So we're just going to cut this off, come all together, and then you could have that like this, and no one would know that like the most people aren't that observant. I think that that's what's happening, and if that's what you want to do, go for it. So we're going to do it on this one, and that's what's good with those edges of those leaves. Now this will like just scoot right in here. See, from a distance, you guys can't even see, right? And you know what? Maybe I meant to do that. So, all right. So there, we fixed that one really nicely. Now there's a lot of ribbon down here on this bottom section here and over here. And up at the top here, it's right here. And I've got a little bit of it up there. So that's where I'm putting tear and tape on the back. And we're gonna do, there's a tail, a loop, a loop, a loop, a tail, and then on the bottom there's 2 loops and a tail. So you guys will really feel like a floral arranger or a florist. No one knows but us. That is so true, Debbie. Okay, so I'm gonna prep these over here, waiting in the wings, and we're going to grab the ribbon. And now you guys hopefully know the drill. I'm starting over here, catch that tear and tape in the back, make a loop, and then over here, bring it back down with a loop, and then you can bring it right back out with a tail. And I'm gonna cut it a little bit longer because I can always trim it to how I want it. This gets covered up, and we're gonna do another tail coming out of here. And this one's gotta be a little bit longer because it's gotta attach way down here, like that. And we'll come back and trim those in a bit, okay? And now down here, you're gonna do a loop, and a tail. And I'm gonna start with the loop first on this side, and then bring it back. It's hard to work back. This is working backwards to me. So we're left to right is backwards to me. And then this brings it out like that. And then this one comes down like that. And I'll cut it a little longer because I don't know exactly how I want to do it. And then we're going to put some tear and tape there. We're going to put some here. And more right there. So this is what the back looks like, a hot mess, right? That's okay though. Then grab your dimensionals and don't let them do that. If you do that, oh man. Oh, it came apart. They don't always come apart so easily. And we're going to leave it just like that. Okay, so we've got this pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna take a scouring over the she shed here, the hive, and figure out where on earth my masks went. But we're at a point where we need to do this next. So, little baby Jesus, lost and found, please bring my masks around. I had them in my hand. Okay. Ta-da, I found them. They were on the other side of the room, way over yonder. Just exactly where I set them down. Okay, as I was picking up and putting things down. All right, so these are the masks. We use this exact mask actually for the Mary Bold and Bright class. It was on one of the light bulb cards. So what we're gonna do is set this here. I'm gonna cover up my congratulations, so like the boxes are right over the top of it. And then grab your blending brush and dip in, and you're just going to start adding a little bit of color. And what's cool about this is you can have some squares darker, some squares lighter, and I am not dipping off onto paper because I know I'm hitting the plastic first, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure down. You gotta be careful to not put your fingers too much into the ink on the mask. And the other thing is you don't really have to waste the time going into the middle area, and I just realized that. You don't have to do the middle area so much. I'm going to do this and hold this over here. And if you need to, you could always pick this up and start. Isn't that cool? You can start looking at it. I think it looks good just the way it is. All right. So you just take this and put this underneath the sink and wash it off with water, and you're good to go. Okay. So we're done with that. Now we can close this up. And this will get glue. And put that onto your berry burst piece. Just like that. All right, and now when it comes to this, you want to make sure you don't go over the edge. So I'm going to put two, look at this, you guys, we cleared off a sheet. I love it. And we're going to grab this sheet next. So then I'm going to go to the top here and do 2 and 1 there, I think. Okay, perfect. And then we didn't want to put any adhesive on the part that hangs over. So now this, I'm looking more at the bottom here, I think. I mean, ultimately I'm trying to center it top to bottom, left to right. But if you want a little less white or a little more white showing, now is your time to have more DSP showing or less. That can go right about here. Cool. And then you have your flower power here. I'm going to pick these off. And I am going to, I think what I'm going to do is pick, just going to pick that off. I like things like flower pieces like this. I like them flat in the middle and popped up on the edges. So I'm going to put a little liquid glue in the middle. All right, now I'll just find the perfect spot for this and drop it in. I think something like that, because you leave a little room for 2 sequins up there. Or not sequins, but they're the discs actually. All right, so there's that. And then now that this is down, I'm gonna grab my ribbon scissors, and now I know where to cut my tail here. Do I go that way or that way? I'm gonna go like this. Like that, perfect. And then these, I'm gonna trim them a little bit shorter. Like that. Like that. Cool. There it is. Came together very nice. Wishing you all the happiness in the world. Okay, discs. I've got 2. There's a pinkish one and a berry one, and there's a berry one here. And again, if you want to put more, you guys have a whole package of them. You know, you can put on as many or as few as you like. So pretty. Okay, that's what we got. Beans and bagels. Okay, so there's that one. I'll put you over here. And we're on to the last one already. Guys, these came together so nice. So nice. All right, berry burst here for a mat. And then we have the peacock. And then the next is our designer paper. So we need to fold that like this, and then this folds back like that. Now, when you fold this back, you're gonna wanna try your best to get this to line up, right? And if for any reason it's longer than what it, okay, see, there's perfect. As that rolls down, it's coming end to end here. Let's push that out like that. Perfect, okay. So this is ultimately one piece of paper. All right, and this is going to get glued onto here, and this is our inside. We've got our stylish shaped circles. All right, so we made this one a happy birthday and wishing you all the happiness in the world. And we're gonna do berry burst. So let's get our stamping done. So happy birthday and this one. All right, that was already in berry, so we're good there. We're gonna put that right there. And then the inside, oh, we got the big flower. Cool. All right, let's grab the big flower. And I've got that down there. Okay, and then the happy birthday can go, it goes to the top and like a little bit to the left. So I would do it more up here so that you save a little bit of room for your flower there. That's it for stamping. That was it. A lot of berry and a lot of peacock. All right, let's do the ribbon next. All right, let's get that done. So if you looked at here, the ribbon goes all the way around and it actually meets in the middle underneath our circles. So what you want to do to get the length, if you're not certain, you can always just go like that. Okay, we're not done with it, there's more. And how I would do this, okay, so like ultimately, like, well, where does this ribbon need to go, right? And how do I need to do this? Well, what I would personally do is I know that I would attach it actually to the back of this. That seemed, I think that's what I did. It seemed easier. Okay, just watch me. And if you have a different way to do it and you want to do it different, go for it. But I think what I'm going to do is put a tear and tape back here behind this edge, right, like this. Because otherwise you're kind of guessing, where do you put it? All right, so we got that. This flips back. All right, then, you know it needs to go right about here. So we're going to put something like this. Oh, wait for it. Think about this. I just need one moment to think. Because if I put this here, that's not going to work so well. Okay, so I was thinking about it. I must have put both. Okay, leave the tear and tape there. You're going to need that to actually set it down. But we are going to have to do a little bit of a guessing game. It is a little bit of a guessing game. So let's put this right about here. Okay, and we are going to have to guess so slightly with this ribbon. I think what we're going to do is we're going to set this down here and you're guessing. So that's not enough, right? So we're going to do a little bit out further. And there's pretty much where you need it. That's kind of where it needs to go. Now what we have to do is bring this around here. Oop, I don't want that down quite yet. Whoa, hey, wait. Okay, well that side went down. Be very careful. Watch me first and then do. See how much I struggle. Hang on. So now this shouldn't have gone down yet. I wasn't paying attention, you guys. That I shouldn't have peeled off. I shouldn't have peeled off the tear and tape thing, right? That would have helped my situation. But I decided there. Okay, so now I can go back to business here. This now goes like this. Like that, and then this can go down like that. If I wouldn't have take that strip off, I wouldn't have had problems, but it stuck when I flipped it over. All right, there. Okay, see, life is all good. Okay, so now that's how you get it nice on the inside, no ends there, and over here, that is now nice and nestled down. Okay, that's how you get the ribbon kind of peeking out the edge like that. Now though, this can get glued. Oh, I feel so bad covering up all these pretty flowers. It's just how it is. You get to see them all in the front though. Okay, then this goes on to the peacock. Pretty peacock. And then this will go on to our berry burst. And then, oh, I think we're ready to glue this on the inside. Okay, that will go right on, well, yeah, that will go right on the top, like this. Okay, and then this goes right on the inside. If you wanted to switch it up, you could have put a peacock for the sentiment. That would have been fine. Okay, now that wasn't so bad, right? Okay. Cool beans. Now, our circles, what I did is I popped up the white. So let's grab these. We'll pop up the white. And I believe we also popped up the, when you put this down though, we put it closer to the top left versus centering it directly. We liked the illusion that it created of, or whatever look it was, by putting it in that top corner like that. Okay, now if that's getting to be too thick for you, you could always put this flat right on the card, no problem. I think that's what we'll do. Instead of popping this up, we're just gonna put glue back here. Just like, something like this. And you can see that this has a watercolor wash look to it. So like, depending on what section you have, you're gonna get it in certain spots. All right. One more flower for me to cut out for the day. And then I get to call that done. All right, so I think on my sample card over here, we actually stamped in Blackberry Bliss, but definitely okay to do Berry Burst just to keep the pinks all the same between the cards. Like this. I hope you guys learned about how to salvage your edges of your papers with the leaves and the flowers so that you don't throw them away just because they're missing a certain section. You could definitely adapt and finagle them however you need to. You definitely got your fill of loops and tails for ribbon. These cards definitely have lots of ribbon going on all of them. So we cut out that flower. And then we need to do a little bit. I've got a loop, a loop, a loop, tail, tail. So let's put our tear and tape down there. And then I've got it up here, I think. Put some over here. But I have to pass on getting the Stampa stack. Something just came up. So sorry. I don't want someone else to miss out if they want the kit. All right, Alicia, no worries whatsoever. We are stampers. We're allowed to change our minds and make our decisions based on what we need. So, all right. So this is going to go here. And got tape up there and tape there. So now we're going to do is we're going to do our just 2 loops here. So 1, 2, just like that. You can trim that off. Okay, just like that. So that's good. And then now we're going to do a loop up here and then have a tail come out. And that loop is between these 2 petals. Like there's the loop and then the tail comes out like that. I'm going to cut it a little longer because I don't know exactly how I want to cut it yet. And so take your tear and tape, go like that. And then the last one will come out like this. Something like that, I guess. Okay, and then use that last piece of tape. And we'll cut it long as well. And that might be it for our ribbon. So let's set that off to the side. And this kind of nestles right in here. But it leaves a couple spots here for, excuse me, excuse me, it leaves this, the dots for the discs here. The frog is out, guys. All right, so there's that. And then what we're gonna do is put a little dimensional right underneath. So this is already popped up here, but it's not popped up on the side here. So I think what I'm gonna do is prep the side there with a couple dimensionals right there so that it catches them. And then what we're gonna do is put liquid glue at the top. So whenever you're adhering the back of something, don't be afraid to do 2 types of glue depending on what you're gluing and how you're gluing it. So those are picked off, and then now this goes right on here like that. Okay? And then now that Coming in late, Sandy Wake. I like it. I'm glad you like the cards. Now I'm going to trim this one at an angle like that. And then I think I'm going to do the angle this way on that one. Okay, I think we did it. Now, so pretty. Okay, that goes like that. And a great way, so you know when you get sale-a-bration paper, this is going to be a great, like a sale-a-bration card, because when you get the free paper during sale-a-bration, you don't have to worry about being conservative with the paper. You can definitely use it. So that's that. And where did I put the discs? The discs went here, 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 and here. And I used like a cotton candy, pink and pink, blue, and then there's a peacock. But you could have the green ones in here. No problem at all. All right, so wishing you all the happiness in the world. In the world. Okay. There's that last one. So let's bring them all out so you guys can see what we all made. Guys, I think it took us just as long to cut the paper and prep the cards than it did like to actually make all 4 of these. So hopefully you can see how nice they are, how pretty the cards are, but yet how easy they are to make. All our vertical cards. We definitely went through a lot of berry burst paper, I might say, because each one of these, the base is berry burst. And when you're making 240, right, 60 times 4, 240, half of 240 is 120. We needed 120 pieces of paper, 120 pieces, 120, and then 60 just for this bottom one. That was 360, 120, that's 360, 420 pieces of berry burst paper. That was like 20 packs of berry burst, you guys, that we went through for this class. It's not the reason it went on low inventory, I promise. Just, they're so pretty. Thanks, Deb Norman. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, Angelique. All right. Very beautiful. Can't wait to start putting yours together. Well, hopefully now that you guys watched how to do it, like yours, once you cut the paper and you get your sentiment stamped and your inside stamps, I bet that you could put these together lickety-split. So I'm going to do a little door prize drawing. And what we're going to do is I had 48, well, I have 49, but we're taking Alicia off. So I'm going to put the random number generator. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put Deanne to be number 47. So we're going to base it off of 48. And if 47 wins, then it's Deanne Dawn. I'm going to do a little random number generator for anybody who placed an order to get this class. Or everybody ordered this class, I should say. Nobody placed an order. They might have ordered the class for me, but everybody. Oh, I see a comment here. Jolene, yes, you can still order this kit. I have 4 left, okay? So, Jolene, my contact information is here. It's chrismbertram@msn.com. There's my phone number. Text me or call me or email me or Facebook friend message me. Thanks, Mary Schreiber. Let me know, and we'll get your information so that you can get a kit as well. And I saw Terry Costin is here, too. Beautiful. Can't wait. You can't wait to put yours together. Yay. Hi, Mary Sykes. I see you there. All right, we're going to do 48, and again, if number 47 wins, it's going to be Deanne Dawn. What are the odds, right? 1 in 48. All right, so 48 is going to be our random number generator. I'm going to click the word generate, and then we will see who wins a prize. Number 16. Number 16 is Jenna Helms. All right, Jenna Helms. I'm going to circle your name here. You are number 16. Very good. Very good. I'm going to pick one more person as well. I'm going to pick somebody who didn't get the team pricing. And then if it happens to be somebody who gets the team pricing, I'll pick again. But we're going to hit generate again. 36 is Sandy Wake. All right, Sandy Wake. Awesome sauce. So I've got Sandy Wake and I've got Jenna Helms. I'm both getting door prizes. How my door prizes work is I send out your door prize in the next package you get from me. I don't mail out prizes separately. to help save. I like to save you guys shipping, and I like to save shipping. So the next time Sandy and Jenna have a package going out, I will add a little prize to it. And I know Jenna for sure, yours is a package going out on Thursday. And Sandy, when you decide to take your next class with me, you just let me know that you have a door prize. I will also have it in my tracker, so I know that. But we'll make sure to get a prize for you. So Kathy said that she says the bookbinding one is the one that she likes the best. Good. Very good. I love the bookbinding. You guys, I think you guys, I'm going to put a little thought out there. I don't think you guys would care if we did a bookbinding card at least once a month or every other month. Like, I think you guys would be okay with it. I think, because they're usually generally pretty cool, those bookbinding cards. It gives you the opportunity to make 2 pieces of designer series paper together very easily. It helps when you have something long and skinny, because that can fit on that side. Super cool. I have one more card to share with you guys here. This is a card I did for my 11/11 Burgers and Beignets beginners class. This is the same paper as this one right here. And what I did is I stamped the flower and the leaves and splattered and put congratulations. We added some brushed bass butterflies. But again, it's berry burst. So here I had more berry burst got consumed. And then we used the white organdy ribbon. Now, I did see that white organdy ribbon was not in the store anymore. So I don't know if it's discontinued at this point. It was part of an online exclusive. But I don't know if it's still current or if it's gone. But yeah, but the iridescent ribbon would have looked very nice on there as well. So here's just another card sample to share with you guys so you can see that. All right, so what else? What else? If you guys are wondering, I feel a little bit bad. I did not grade the scavenger hunts 100%. They're like 75% done. I just need to sit down for another hour and finish them. And then when I do that, it's going to be a half hour live when I do it. And I'm honestly thinking it's not going to happen now. I have about, for all these 5 classes that we're kitting up, I have to cut, I don't have to, I get to cut all the paper, all the bases, all the mats, all the little slips paper, all the designer paper's already cut. All the die cutting is almost done, but it's on me now to get the bases and the mats and any little mats, like the small mats cut. That's what I will be working on so that we're ready to go tomorrow morning for kitting. So that's what I got to work on for the rest of the day. Telly will be live with you guys in 3 hours at 6 o'clock. She will be doing the paper pumpkin class. Pat Thomas, you got my last one here. And I know Cindy Bassett, you have one here too. I don't know if Cindy has watched lately, but Cindy, I have one here for you. But other than that, and I have Dawn Ablett got one too. So I don't have any left at the moment. So I did go through my extras that I had. The one that I do have left back here is August of 2022. I was holding it for somebody for the last month and a half, and they just told me they didn't want it anymore. So I do have an August 2022 pending in case anybody wants that one. So Sherry and Angelique love bookbinding cards. Good. Okay, so at least I got 2. I got 3 bookbinding, hopefully that people don't mind. So, okay, I think that's it. I'm looking around. Did I forget anything? If I forgot anything, I'll let you know. But good stuff coming your way, you guys. I do have a little class to share with you here. This is what I'm doing on Wednesday night. You guys, game night got switched to Wednesday night. I believe this time I signed 2 people up twice. And they were even for in-person. I signed them up in the beginning, and then they signed up. They said, oh, can we sign up for this class? And I never went back and looked. And they signed, so I signed them up again, and I caught it last night. So I do have, at the moment, 2 spots left for game night on Wednesday night, or you could do in-person with me on Thursday night. It's called Lucky Hand, and they're fun folds. So that one opens like that. And then this one, when you open it, it opens like that. And for this, you get the pack of embellishments, the ribbon, and a 1/4 pack of designer paper. This one opens like that. He's so cute. Very cute with our little woves here. And then the last one is a little gift card holder. So at the moment, in case anybody's thinking that they missed out, because I know during my live last week, during the showcase, I said that I didn't have any left. Well, I just realized I signed 2 people up twice. So I do have 2 left for this. If you want to get in on game night on Wednesday night, or if you want to get in on Lucky Hand in person on Thursday night. The cost for mailing these out for the game night is $44, and Lucky Hand is $42. All right, so I do have a couple of those left in case anybody wants to get signed up. And I just also want to call out too for the ink paper scissors for next month, how pretty they are with the berry burst, since we had a lot of berry burst going on. This is our gorgeously made ink paper scissors that you can get for next month. And so just want to show them to you again how pretty they are. And then here's this guy with the sweet sorbet and the lemon lolly. And this is another product-based class where you get the ribbon, the embellishments, and the quarter pack of designer paper. So very cool. So I just wanted to share those with you guys in case anybody missed that from the showcase. I did do the December showcase last week, Tuesday, later in the afternoon. It's out there in case you want to go back and watch what's coming up for the month of December, actually. Yeah. So have you done the PDF for game night? I did, Debbie. I wrote it last night. I emailed it to my friend Karen. She's proofreading it. This morning she was putting up her Christmas tree, and as soon as she was done with that, she was going to proofread it and send it back to me. And when I get it back, I make all the updates that I have, all the incorrections I have, or I should say all the errors, or and all the errors I have. She tells me all the mistakes I make on it when I write it the first time. And I will be emailing it. The email is already drafted with everybody who signed up for game night. I just need to get it back. And it might be in my inbox right now, but Diane and I were busy until about noon, and then we did the live here really quick with you guys. So when I get back, I'll look to see if I have it. And my plan is to email that out to you guys by like 6 o'clock or so in the next couple hours. I can get that out to you guys. So it's done, just not proofread or emailed. So, but it's coming along. And so I'm very happy that I got that written last night because the class is actually on Wednesday. So I always try to get you guys the tutorials a day or two in advance. And so sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. And so I think it's going to happen this time. So yay. All right. I think that's it. All right. If you guys need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Remember to get signed up for emails from me. If you like what I do, you can see my classes that are coming up or hear about sales. Like right now, the last chance sale started, I think, on Tuesday of last week. So there's stuff on sale. There's a few things that are out of the store now. I saw like the Oh Holy Night Designer Series papers gone. The glitter sequins are gone. There's a bundle that's out too. What was it? There's a couple bundles that are out. I'd have to look it up. You think at the top of my head it's like right there, but it's not coming out. It's not the St. Nicholas bundle. That one's there, but a different. Gail tried to order it last night, and I'm like, it's gone already. And it was. You guys, it's gonna make me crazy. Hang on, we're gonna look it up really quick. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or discount shopper or hobbyist, and you're not sure what is out of stock, you have the ability to go to your demonstrator account, log in, and you can go to the inventory status report, and you can go ahead and look at the discontinued section, and it'll tell you what is out. So, and I'm almost there, and I'm going to tell you guys because it was like, there's a bundle that's out already. There's a couple. I know the pick of the patch is gone. And then it hosed me up. Okay. Gonna go. It's just like, you guys, the wheels are spinning. All right. Inventory status report. So we're going to go to ordering shop products. Hang on. The Rocking Horse bundle. Thank you, Angelique. That is exactly what I'm looking for. It is the Rocking Horse bundle because Gail she wanted it yesterday, and I'm like, it's not coming up. And the stamp set is there, but the dies are gone. And so that the dies are gone, the bundle is gone. And so that's sad. So the stamp set is still available, but the dies are not. That is exactly it. Thank you so much, Angelique. I was like, I am about going to find this. I definitely am going to find this, but it wasn't coming up. So, all right. So we are good. It is the Rocking Horse bundle, you guys, that is out of stock. So, okay. Whew, and there my account just came up. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. We did good. We kept our Stampa stack down to about 2 hours. It was all the jibber jabbering I did in the beginning. Like the class was probably only an hour and a half actually. So we did good. So, and that was with cutting paper. So hopefully you guys enjoyed going through cutting the paper so you can see how that's done. And hopefully you'll learn a little bit about how to cut paper, how my mind works with cutting paper, and then scoring it as well. So, yay! Okay. All right, you guys. So lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. I will see you guys on Wednesday night for game night. And stay tuned for Kelly for doing the paper pumpkin for November, you guys. Yay! All right. We'll see you guys later. I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love you long time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.